I think it was pretty fair to say that I was not expecting Anthony Padilla to be dropping a new video, especially one in the day of WILBUR SOOT so soon. I was logging off of my computer last night and I saw that he uploaded. I'm like, great timing, Anthony. You know, I'm getting off and I'm not going to do anything the rest of the night. Great timing on uploading it. I still love your videos, though. Don't get that wrong. Now, I know people have still been telling me that I need to go check out the Tubbo one, and we're going to be doing that eventually when I have time. As we know, it's been 3 days since I last uploaded. College classes are getting a little rough, but we will be coming back for more videos soon. I know you guys are waiting. You guys are very understanding that I have these classes, so thank you everyone for that. Anyway, though, before we get into the actual video today, if you guys have not subscribed, go on down and do that before we start the video, because you'll probably come back for more videos. Also, if you want to follow Twitch, Twitter, Discord, any of that stuff, if you want to be on the whiteboard, it's all down in the description, and if you want to be on the whiteboard, just comment down below and I'll get you up there. Anyway, though, let's get right to the actual video. Alrighty, guys, well, let's get right to Anthony Padilla's new video.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Visit BetterHelp.com.
Feels so weird to be back on YouTube after you take off a few days.
My name's Anthony Padilla, and I spent a day with WILBUR SOOT. We'll uncover the truth about how becoming a massively popular Minecrafter and musician has made him completely rethink his private relationships, what he's learned from angry backlash on the internet, and we'll also hear some stories of some awkward fan interactions. By the end of this video, we'll find out if entertaining millions
I've
of
actually wanted to know
followers
so
has been a
much about
wholly
WILBUR
rewarding
for so long,
experience,
though.
or if having countless eyes
Such
scrutinizing
mysterious
your every move
dude.
comes with torment more cruel than anyone could ever imagine. Hello, WILBUR!
Hi.
You are the first guest that's ever been on my show that uses exclusively 3-in-1 shampoo.
Can I tell the story? I was going to a hotel and I realized I didn't have any shampoo, and sometimes the shampoo they give you is just like crap. But I'll get anything
It is.
that isn't that.
I
so I go
agree.
into Tesco's and I grab the first thing I see, and immediately when I walk out, someone's like, "WILBUR SOOT, do you want to take a photo with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I take a photo, holding my 3-in-1 shampoo in my hands.
Was any part of you prepared for the amount of attention that you now receive?
I don't think anyone can really come to terms with it. The human mind isn't supposed to get that.
How long ago did you first start creating content?
2008.
Do you still have those videos on?
Oh my god, I feel that. I started in
Usually
2009.
That's
I was
me.
7
That's
years old.
11-year-old me.
It's me! How are you? I bet you want to see my dog.
I'm at the same time jealous that you have footage of you this young. I kind of wish I could see what I would do, but also so grateful that this technology did not exist when I was your age, because I don't even necessarily even know what I would.
I'm not that embarrassed by it. I'm actually I don't have a problem with it.
How did your content continue to evolve?
I made a Minecraft channel
Yeah.
in 2011, and then I stepped away from Minecraft, thank God, because I'd progressed beyond Minecraft, you know?
What do you think propelled you into the massive popularity that you see today?
Luck. My first sort of big push was on the idea of like Minecraft butt.
Minecraft butt.
Yeah, Minecraft comma butt. And then that ended up being a really cool little title concept. 'cause
Bro,
everyone
if
started doing
Minecraft
it.
butt
It
is
is
so
today, yeah.
popular,
Most
just in
Minecraft
every
channels. That was
freaking
your
title.
original concept?
I've given myself the accolade of the first, but I don't actually know, so.
It's probably true. And all that matters is if you believe.
I do. In my heart of hearts, I believe.
How quickly was that growth?
I did a YouTube video with Call Me Carson. I saw on Twitter he'd made a Minecraft server. So on the video, I said to him, "Can I join?" And he was like, "Yeah, what's your Twitch stream?" And I was like, I don't stream. And he was just like, well, "You got to stream to join." I'd never streamed before. I had no interest in being streamed, so I was just like, "Oh, fine." So I made a Twitch channel and streamed just so I could join their server. I remember my first 1,000
Fair
view
enough.
stream was a month or two after I started my channel. And I made SMP Earth, which was like Minecraft, but a big globe. Here we are. SMP Earth. Look at everyone. Should we see what's going on in the rest of the map? Oh my god, Europe is popping, dude. It was the stepping stone between the SMP Live and Dream SMP era of the two biggest SMPs on like Twitch.
How did you meet Tommy there? Because I feel like Tommy has been kind of intrinsically connected to your journey.
That is
He was
facts.
a late addition. The server was literally
It
about
really
to
does
be,
seem like
live,
he's
open,
been there.
Anyone could join, and I get a message from someone. Hey, can you add this guy, TommyInnit. So I went on the stream and he was alright, he's kind of funny.
Hey, what's a favorite I Am Stone's place to live?
Caves.
Estonia.
So I was like,
That
yeah,
was-
sure.
Just kind of.
He
That
got
was
let into the
horrific,
Dream SMP.
Tommy.
He was like the first wave of people added. I was like third, I think. I basically just asked, can I join? And I really like Hamilton. That's the entire beginning of the Dream SMP is just Hamilton
Really?
roleplay. Yeah. So we made an isolated area for just Europeans, and we called it Le Manburg. That's the entire beginning, and then it was Dream, and then it was Hamilton.
Have people put that together?
Yeah, people have.
Are you planning and writing and like, do you have like just an outline of points that you want to hit?
I would have a sort of like hit sheet of like a treatment.
Yeah.
So like of what was going to happen in the story, and then how we would flow to each piece would be done through improv.
What were your stream numbers like during this time? Were they exponentially increasing?
I think I remember the first moment where I was like, wow, was like I had 60,000 people waiting on my starting soon screen. I remember
Dear
I took a photo
God,
on my
that's a
phone,
lot of
so I was like,
people.
this is ridiculous. Literally the next stream I did, there was 80,000 people and stuff. Basically, it's always been like incremental jumps.
Yeah.
You just got to do what you love and then just get lucky. Do what you love, do what you love and get lucky.
That's a tip for you for
Yeah.
life. Take that one.
It is kind of luck sometimes, though. Sometimes
Was there a
you
moment when you
disappear.
realized, oh shit, this could be the rest of my life?
It was definitely from YouTube, not from Twitch, when I decided it could be a career. Very early on in my Minecraft stuff, when it started to like get loads of views, I was like, oh wow, money.
Money.
What was it, looking at your check that came in the mail?
Yeah, I'd already been making stuff from Soot House before, and I was getting a big cut of that. It was always an amount that was like, yeah, this is really good. You know, I've got a solid amount of money in the bank, but if that channel were to go, woo, I'd be straight out looking for a job, you know?
Yeah.
When I got a paycheck from the new channel, so the WILBUR SOOT channel,
Yeah.
and it was probably about the same as what I'd got from my entire time at Soot House, I remember being like, that's money.
Were you going to school at the time?
Yeah, I was at uni.
Did you drop out?
No.
Whoa.
I finished it.
Whoa.
My graduation was yesterday.
What?
I wasn't there. Yeah, I graduated. I just didn't show up to the ceremony.
Wait, what were you going to school for?
Editing.
And now you're like you've actually been on the field training.
Oh, so Wilbur's graduated.
years.
Well, I don't do any editing now. Every editor wants to be a director, and every director wants to retire. That's what they say.
Were you working anywhere else when you first started seeing success?
Yeah, I was a cashier. I remember I got 10,000 subs, and I was like, that's a lot of subscribers. And I didn't quit. The only time I quit was when I went to uni. On the day I decided I was going to quit, we had a worker meeting about stuff. There's been a guy with a gun who's been going around to all the supermarkets in the area, and they basically sat us down and he told us, like, right,
This is what you got to do if he comes in. You got to make sure the safe is locked. You got to make sure you press the silent alarm under the desk. You got to make sure the doors are wide open so the customers can leave.
and I was just thinking, what happens if I just run? I'm not doing that. Like,
So
if-
you
if-
better
Yeah, I mean,
throw your
exactly.
body in
I'm
front of
not.
that
I'm
bull.
not
he was
staying.
like- he was
That
basically
dude got
saying,
to.
do as the man says.
I'm
but
out.
It was more like, if he comes in and points a gun at me and says, open up the safe, don't lock it, I'm not locking that safe.
Wilbur, you better die for this company.
Yeah, he was like, and it felt like that.
I am
And
not
remember
dying
on
for a
that day, I
company,
was
man.
like, I'm resigning.
Not
I don't
worth
wanna
it.
do
Yeah,
it.
you're like,
I
I'm
was
not gonna risk getting
Yeah.
killed for this.
Yeah, and I got drunk for an entire week.
Oh, that probably would have been more likely to kill you than.
More than the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a.
Over 120 million views on YouTube, 500 million streams on Spotify. Your music is obviously insanely successful. How long ago did you start playing music?
3.5 years ago.
3.5 years
Four,
ago.
I think.
Just 4 years ago, you picked up an instrument for the first time.
Yeah, it was a ukulele.
And now you have over 600 million streams of your music.
It's the luck, man. It's the
Is it
luck.
luck?
It's the
I don't
luck.
think you can boil it down to luck when
Well,
you're like, oh,
it's
I was
luck
lucky
and
with the music.
talent,
Oh, I was
mostly.
lucky with my streaming. Oh, I was lucky with being tall.
If you're good at it, you're good at it.
For the first time, I was
It's just
quite
a thing.
sad. It was sort of a downer point of my life, and I wasn't happy with who I was at all. As well, sort of like me, 18, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
I really look back and I'm like, "F that guy, dude."
What was it that you didn't like?
So I thought I was an untouchable, just brilliant person. I never did anything like bad, obviously, thankfully. It was around the time my girlfriend broke up with me as well, and I was like, me, yeah, I'm fucking awful. I started playing a ukulele because I was like, I want to give it a go, and it became the one thing I did ever.
Is that where you learn to like reflect on yourself and your
Yeah.
feelings?
I was sort of just on my own a lot of the time, and that was really good for me.
It's funny how those toughest times sometimes are the things that define us in many ways. They're like the huge shift in our life, and that was it for you.
I'm so glad I didn't have what I'm having now at age 17, like Tommy and Tubbo and stuff.
Oh my God.
Do you think you were kind of a shithead back then because of an insecurity? What do you think it was?
I guess I was a little bit insecure because I felt like I'd missed out on like so much of life.
Why?
I was the creepy, smelly, weird kid. So middle school, it was like the time of my parents' divorce. My dad didn't have a bed for me, so I slept on a futon on the floor with my dog. So I stunk. I didn't shower much. I used to sleep in my school uniform for the next day so that I could just roll out of bed and go to school. I was pretty repulsive. And I think when I went to college,
that's a strat, but it's a weird strat, Wilbur.
And that was the time when I was like, right, let's not do that anymore. And then the ego came with it. That discovery everyone has when they reach young adulthood, where they're like, wow, I was a dickhead when I was a teenager.
I mean, yeah, you'll realize it. I agree.
I write my own song, and the idea of writing my own song was really cool. It was when I met one of my friends called TommyInnit. He had a band, and he was like,
yeah,
join it. And I went, okay, and I played bass. I've never played a bass before, but I figured it out.
You joined a band and played a bass that you had never played before?
Yeah. They needed a bassist, and I said, I can learn. It's just strings in it.
How quickly did you learn?
No, it was awful. I don't know. I'm not fooling anyone. I was really bad. I quit that band in dramatic fashion in the rain after our first gig. I walked out into the rain to our van. The lead singer comes out and goes, I thought that went really well.
Wait, was he being serious?
Yeah, he was being serious. But the lead
oh my god, I
band
thought it was
is
gonna
now
be
in
like
my band.
sympathy.
And I wanted to be the Arctic Monkeys. I wanted to be Two Door Cinema Club. So me and Joe.
Oh, the
wrote a
Arctic
bunch of songs.
Monkeys.
We were like, we need a bassist and a drummer.
I remember
I was
that.
in a burger shop with my friend James, and James's friend had a bass on his back. And I went, do you play bass? And he goes, yeah. And I go, do you want to be in my band? And he goes, yeah. And I say, here's my address. And then on the day of studio, we just didn't have a drummer, so I booked a guy off Fiverr. And he comes into the rehearsal, and we play in the songs, and he's just immediately, this is crazy. And I just said to him, do you want to scrap the payment and just join? And he goes, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
And then how quickly did Lovejoy blow up? Because it's
Like,
obviously huge.
Fast.
Immediately, but that's because of the previous Minecraft stuff. I had a little shortcut, a little cheat sheet. My goal with Lovejoy is to make something that's worth it, that it could have done well without this. So make something that's worth it, that it, you know, inspires people.
Where do you plan to take it? Do you plan to focus more of your energy?
Let's get
on the music, so it does stand the test of time by itself?
Music is so fulfilling to me, and Twitch and YouTube is still fulfilling for me, but it's not as much as it used to be. Mainly because I feel like I don't really have any goals for it. My goal with music is I want to play NPR's Tiny Desk. That's a big dream for me. I want to be on a stage, and I want to walk out and then have that wave of boom. And then I want to be playing songs and then saying the lyrics and feeling them shouting the lyrics back at me.
Okay, so kind of the thing that I got from that last part is like, Wilbur, so he has all this fame and stuff online. Like, he still wants the fame, but he wants it more in a musical version. It's kind of like Twitch and YouTube is just like a bonus.
Do you ever
Sure,
fear
he's still happy to have
that
it,
everything could disappear as quickly as it came?
That's always the fear, I guess, for everyone. The fact of the matter is like, it's rare to not lose your like, you
that
know,
is true.
Don't check numbers really, or like.
I was gonna say, even when you're streaming, do you have your view count on?
I have my view count on, but it's very factual looking as opposed to.
It's not like a measure of your success or your worth.
So like, it's a metric for deciding what I'm going to do next time. Numbers don't mean how good something is at all.
Being the most popular doesn't mean it's the best.
Not at all. Being most popular means you're the most popular, which is a good accolade in itself. If you want to treat YouTube like a video game, do it. That's fun, you know. I get that, but it's like I don't.
There was an uproar because you removed your nice guy ballot.
It was the first comedy song I ever wrote, making fun of the idea of the nice guy. You know,
oh yeah,
kind of like, girls only want bad guys, and you know, I was really nice to this girl and she didn't have sex with me.
That restraining order was a bit far. All I did was attach a tracker onto your car.
Par for the course of these
I still remember that.
They tend to have a lot of other skewed beliefs, and I was trying to tackle all of these. I was making fun of all of them while playing the character of this nice guy. And one of the lyrics in the song, I say that he was checking to make sure she wasn't seeing any black guys. I thought it was funny making fun of this guy. I played the song live once, and this guy came up to me after the show, and when I thought that lyric was really crap, and I went, yeah, you're right. And I said, well, yeah, that was shit. I changed it to seeing any other guys. And I was just like, oh, I'll leave the video up. But, you know, whenever I played it live after that, I never said black guys. It was other guys after that. Years later, someone finds it and says, look at this. This is bad. Everyone came at it.
Internet,
and was like,
man.
Will sucks. And I was like, yeah. It does
like,
suck.
It does suck. Yeah, like this was me 3 years ago.
Yeah, I left the song up because it was like, okay, what's the point in apologizing and then hiding everything, you know? I actually deleted it fully a couple months ago. I didn't want to make it about me. It was about the song. So I waited until the backlash died down and I deleted it.
Has that pushed you away from making comedy music?
No, not at all. I decided that long before I released even half of those songs.
It's like the British Bo Burnham.
You can definitely be funny and not offend people, and I think it's more fun that way.
Oh, toxic Minecraft
I've heard some
culture.
people imply that Minecraft stan culture is particularly toxic. Have you encountered any of that?
I've had weird ones, obsessive, stalkerish. I've had ones who call themselves stans who are just fans. And it's like, it's weird because I would have definitely been a stan had that kind of culture existed when I was a teenager.
Was it more so about the community rather than like the people that you were?
Absolutely. I think that if you swapped all of us out for different people, they would just stan different people. Most of the things that happen that denote Minecraft stans being toxic occur amongst maybe 1 or 2 people. And the problem isn't stans. Stans are happy. They are enjoying a connection in a time when everyone's locked inside. And they found friends who also do that. The difference is that Twitter will promote the parts that make people angry.
Twitter promotes rage culture.
Yes, and that's all it is. You have to remember.
God, that is so
everything
true.
you see
Twitter is
based
just a
on
place
anger,
for
and it just
people to
takes
get
one
angry.
person saying something stupid for everyone to
How do you prevent yourself from getting too caught up in the negativity?
go outside.
Touch grass.
Yeah, genuinely, it's a meme, but it's... Tommy does these vlogs where he goes out and does all these cool stuff. And he always says, I haven't thought about Twitter once.
Exactly.
Speaking of controversy, I feel like we need to squash the biggest controversy that you've dealt with. Before we continue learning about the world of Wilbur Soot,
How much money is in your bank account right now? When was the last time you had sex?
I'd like to really quickly bring your attention to a couple other episodes that may pique your interest, such as I Spent a Day with Dream, Corpse, Ranboo, Tubbo, Carl,
I need to
TommyInnit,
check almost
YouTube,
all of those
legendary
out.
OG Minecrafters, Dan CDM, LD Shadow Lady. Holy shit, I have done a lot of episodes relating to Minecraft. Many of those episodes, by the way, are available completely uncensored in their podcast form. Links down below.
I need to
And
get
while you're
to
here, I'd
checking
also
those
like to
out.
thank you for sitting through these
I am
sponsor
behind.
segments, because without them, many of these episodes wouldn't even be possible. Like Honey, for example, who has continued to support and sponsor this series. As you probably know, Honey is the free browser extension that
Okay,
scours the
Anthony, I
internet
don't
for
mean to
promo
be rude,
codes
but I'm just
and applies
gonna-
the best one that it finds to your cart, so you don't have to stare at that empty.
I'm just gonna skip ahead.
Dealt with.
Okay.
I haven't brought this up.
Oh.
Slash Padilla. Now
There we
back
go.
to the world of Wilbur Soot. Speaking of controversy, I feel like
Just
we
gonna
need
skip
to
ahead out
squash
of the ad read.
biggest controversy that you've dealt with.
Okay.
I haven't brought this up with you.
You haven't.
Your glasses, are they real?
So I was like panning through my mind, like it's sieving out. Like, what is it? Like, what? I'm not very controversial.
The fear in your eyes. Are your glasses real?
No.
Wow.
I'm a sucker for fast fashion. I'm a problem. That's it. Try 'em on.
There's nothing.
I never thought they were real, but I was never sure.
Oh my God. I now know what it feels like to be Wilbur.
No, you got far too strong a jawline to be Wilbur Soot. Give it back.
Do you get recognized in public a lot?
What's a lot?
Probably at least one time per outing.
It's like about 2 or 3. And that's like just the walk to the shops. If I'm spending like a day outside, I'll be lucky if it's like less than 10. But the majority of the weird ones are just people shouting my name at me.
One time
Yeah,
I
they
was
just
at
scream
a
at you
theme
from
park,
across the
and
street.
This kid just goes, Smash! And then no one was paying any attention, and all of a sudden it was just hordes.
I had one where I was being recognized quite a lot, and then this kid on a scooter wearing a Fortnite hoodie just rolls up to me and just goes,
God.
Among Us.
and just points at me, and I go, yeah. And he just stares at me, and I go, do you want to take a photo? And he just goes,
No.
and just scoots away silently.
What was the point?
Take a photo with you?
You got your Fortnite hoodie, you pretty much drive by
One
Among
person
Us, a dude.
confessed I was their sexual awakening. And she goes, can I have a hug? And I'm like, COVID, sorry. And she goes, okay, bye, and leaves. And then this lady comes up to me and goes,
Does she know you or are you famous?
and I go, neither, miss.
How private do you keep your personal life?
Pretty private. It's one of those things where it's like, if I'd share it with my grandma, I'll share it with Twitch. My grandma has no need to know I'm going to a party tonight. But I can tell my grandma what my favorite food is.
Do you have a limit? Do you have something where you're like, oh, that's something I will not share, though?
100%. I mean, how much?
I
money is in
think
your
we
bank
all
account
do.
right now. Like, when was the last time you had sex? It's like, you know, there's loads of stuff that they'll never know.
I mean, they don't need to know
Do
either.
you keep your dating life private?
Yeah, for sure. It's not something my grandma needs to know. But I have been on dates.
Is it a fear in your mind that they know who
Yeah,
you are?
every single YouTuber and streamer has that. There have been times when I've definitely caught on like, this person knows who I am. The worst part is when they lie and pretend they've never heard of you. And they're just like, oh yeah, I might have heard. Yeah, maybe a little bit. You can definitely tell when they know. And there have been times where I've like had to cool off like, hey, by the way, don't really want to see you anymore.
What is
You
next
almost want to
for
find someone who has
Lovejoy's
no clue who
album,
you are.
full album or EP?
Full album.
You want a fresh
I
start.
also just have so many dumb ideas for things. Like, can I tell them?
Yeah.
Can you like bleep them? Or something?
Yeah, I'll bleep
Okay,
them.
okay, cool.
Yeah. I like how this is a common theme in my videos. It's like, tell me your ideas, but the world can't know.
Okay, I've got. It's gonna all be like,
Dang you, Anthony Padilla's editor.
we're like
I wish I knew.
sort of like. Some of them will be like really strange.
Yeah.
Like some of them will just have like, and they're all like intellectual.
Without any
I despise
No
this
announcement.
right now. I want
And
to
that's
know
how
what's
I'll start it
happening.
off.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And that makes sense why we have to bleep it.
Yeah.
B wants to know what you're most proud of in your career.
My music in Lamambo.
Lamamberg, just one element of the Dream SMP lore.
I think it was a pretty powerful part.
It
I've
was a
seen,
big
like,
one.
in public, the Lamamberg flag on like their car.
Damn, what?
Seeing people inspired and motivated by my work.
All right, you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything.
Okay, I just want to say something real quick. I was playing Minecraft Survival with my friends like late night yesterday, and there was literally a person on a survival server of only like 30 people that they literally rebuilt like the Lamamberg walls. You could tell right away walking up, and then you looked at the inside. They were remaking the whole thing inside. It's everywhere.
Anything you want directly into camera. Go.
Hi, WILBUR SOOT on YouTube and Twitch, and Lovejoy on Spotify. Anthony Padilla.
Yeah.
Subscribe. A small
Ooh,
percentage
plug
of
in
your
Anthony.
viewers aren't actually subscribed.
Oh, it's a large percentage.
Here's the stat
It always
on my
is.
face, covering my face right now.
Oh yeah, it is right there.
And now I'm gonna make it really hard.
Oh shit, my editor.
Here's the stat.
loves
Here's the
to hate
stat.
you.
Now I'm gonna rotate the stat with me. Go subscribe.
Editors hate
Well,
you,
there you have it. I
Wilbur.
spent a day with WILBUR SOOT, and there's just something that is so incredibly contagious about Wilbur and the way that he perceives the world.
He perceives it differently. I definitely give him that. Is this over? Nope, there's bloopers.
You are very well dressed, sir.
Thank you.
That's
So are you,
awkward.
Anthony. You
That's
fishing for
it.
compliment.
That's all I wanted to tell you. Thanks for coming on my
All
show.
right, thanks. Yes. Yeah. What was meant to go from there?
Just because you told me that you like to tell a story with your outfit.
Yeah, but just visually.
What are you wearing under there? There's got to be a story that's deeper, hidden right beneath the surface, right?
How did you know?
I knew.
How did you know? Of course I come first. I've got fish to catch.
Oh my
see how
god,
some
I
of those
saw
words are
that
spelled
shirt
on there?
yesterday. I was thinking about buying that shirt. I'm not even gonna lie. We were looking at it yesterday in my Discord call with a couple friends. That is a coincidence, and it's not really a coincidence. I don't even know what it is. Anyway, though, I'll be right back to you guys with my full video thoughts. Now, when it comes to seeing these, Anthony Padilla, I spent the day in the life of, whichever person he's interviewing. Granted, I've only seen 2 of them so far, and that being Ranboo and now Wilbur's in today's video. Like, I was still, I think, a lot more interested in Ranboo's because, Ranboo is semi-mysterious, but then you have Wilbur, and, like, there's so much stuff about Wilbur that's just completely different. Like, I mean, he doesn't want to, like, I mean, granted, he probably does still want to do Twitch and YouTube, but, like, that's not his main goal. His main goal seems to be that he wants to create music, something obviously musical, which, because, I mean, he seems good at it now, so it would definitely make sense. I will say also, if there's one thing that I do love, it's the fact of, Anthony Padilla doing these, interviews. Because when we watch this, obviously, yes, we keep up with them on the internet. We watch reaction videos to them. We watch their videos. We know somewhat what is going on. But when it comes to, like, actually knowing real questions about their life, we don't really know that much. So when Anthony does these, just interviews, it really gives us I think a little bit more of an insight into, how that content creator's specific life is actually going. Anyway, though, I'll leave the video there, so if you guys did like today's video, then go on down and please leave the video a like and a comment, just so that I know that you want to see more of this in the near future. Also, if you would like to subscribe to the channel, no better time than now, so go on down and click the subscribe button. Anyway, though, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.